Hi, my name is Anna Karen Murguia. I am a junior in college and I am an English literature major. My final video project will be on Katherine Johnson. Here are some interesting facts about her background. Katherine Johnson was born on August 26, 1918, in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. From a young age, Johnson had a fascination with numbers. Her city, however, did not offer public schooling for Black children after the 8th grade, so she and her family ended up moving. Johnson ended up graduating from high school at the age of 14, and she graduated college at 18. Johnson had earned degrees in both mathematics and French from West Virginia State College, which is a historically Black college. After teaching for a few years, Johnson was accepted, into West Virginia University's graduate math program, and in 1939 she became the first Black woman to attend the school. New beginnings. In 1953, Johnson was hired as a human computer by the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, or NACA, the predecessor to NASA. She worked at the Langley Research Center where she would perform and check calculations for flight tests and technological developments. NASA noted her, and I quote, historical role as one of the first African American women to work at NASA as a scientist, end quote. After the establishment of NASA in 1958, she performed the calculations that sent astronauts into orbit in the early 1960s and to the moon in 1969. Johnson was honored with the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2015, and then in 2017, NASA dedicated a new research building which is named after her, the Katherine G. Johnson Computational Research Facility. Unfortunately, Johnson passed away on February 24, 2020, at 101 years old. Here are some important contributions that Katherine Johnson has made to the field of astronomy. First and foremost, Johnson calculated the trajectories of spacecraft, which included NASA's 1961 Freedom 7 Mercury mission. She knew that the trajectory would be a parabola, a symmetrical curve, so when NASA wanted the capsule to come down to a certain place, she helped calculate its trajectory. As a result, astronaut Alan Shepard became the first American to go to space. She also calculated the trajectory to send the first American into orbit around the Earth on Friendship 7. Although NASA had already started using electronic computers to calculate trajectories, Johnson would confirm the calculations and verify that they were correct. Astronaut John Glenn requested that Johnson recheck the calculations by hand to make sure everything went smoothly with no errors. Johnson's calculations helped sync the Apollo 11 lunar radar with the Moon Orbiting Command and Service Module to get the astronauts back to Earth. This was the mission wherein humans first stepped foot on the moon. She calculated when and where to launch the rocket. Here are some more accomplishments. On the Apollo 13 mission, Johnson provided backup procedures that helped ensure the crew's safe return after their craft malfunctioned. She created a one-star observation system that would allow astronauts to determine their location with accuracy. Johnson also helped develop the Space Shuttle program and the Earth Resources satellite. The Space Shuttle program was the world's first reusable spacecraft. It was designed to be launched over and over again. It would carry astronauts to and from a permanently manned space station. Also, the Earth Resources satellite monitored the Earth's oceans, ice caps, and coastal regions, etc. Johnson also co-authored 26 NASA research reports before retiring from NASA in 1986. Johnson also created a plan for a mission to Mars. Lastly, Johnson spent her later years encouraging students to enter the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, otherwise known as STEM. Here are some fun facts about Katherine Johnson. One of Johnson's first NASA assignments was to look at the black box data from crashed airplanes, or their flight recorders. NASA renamed the Independent Verification and Validation Facility to the Katherine Johnson Independent Verification and Validation Facility in 2019. Northrop Grumman named a spacecraft after Katherine Johnson, SS Katherine Johnson. This spacecraft was a Cygnus NG-15. She was one of the first African Americans to enroll in the mathematics program in graduate school. However, she wasn't able to complete it. Before she started working at NASA, she worked as a teacher, and as mentioned before, NASA honored Katherine Johnson by naming one of its buildings the Katherine G. Johnson Computational Research Facility in 2017. In 2016, a film titled Hidden Figures, which was based on a book with the same title by Margot Lee Shetterly, was released, and it's about 3 African American women who worked at NASA: Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, and Katherine Johnson. Here is a list of some of the awards and accolades that Katherine Johnson has won throughout her lifetime. In 1971, 1980, 1984, 1985, and 1986, Johnson won the NASA Langley Research Center Special Achievement Award. In 1977, she won the NASA Group Achievement Award. In 2014, she won the De Pizan Honor from National Women's History Museum. In 2015, she won the National Center for Women and Information Technology Pioneer in Tech Award. In 2015, she won the Presidential Medal of Freedom, as seen in this picture. In 2016, she won the Silver Snoopy Award from Leland Melvin. In 2016, she won the Astronomical Society of the Pacific's Arthur B.C. Walker II Award, In 2016, she won the Langley West Computing Unit NASA Group Achievement Award. In 2017, she won Daughters of the American Revolution (DAR) Medal of Honor. In 2019, she won the Congressional Gold Medal. And in 2021, she earned the induction into the National Women's Hall of Fame. This is the works cited page. Here's more. And that is all. Thank you for listening.